Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about podcasts that I found that I think are really good if you're a reader, or if you're looking to get more into books, or like you're looking for more recommendations. These are the kind of podcasts you could listen to and stuff like that. Recently I've been really into podcasts and I only felt like I knew about them, but I only started listening to them about 2-3 months ago and I've been hooked ever since. And I just thought there must be ones out here that are for people that really like to read, because, you know, like, reading's a thing that loads of people do, so there probably is. So then I found some, and I'm just going to go through a list and kind of just tell you, give you a rough explanation about what they're about. And yeah, let's just get into this video. So the first one is called Red or Dead. And this is basically a podcast about mysteries, thrillers and horrors for English, I don't know. But it's just all about those kind of books and talking about them, talking about the latest news that's going on in that kind of like genre and world, talking about new releases, books, like those kind of books, just general news. And honestly I really enjoyed it, and I think I love thrillers and I love mysteries. Horrors, not so much, but I want to get more into them. I kind of want to stop being so scared all the time of that kind of thing. And maybe, you know, this podcast will push me to read a few books that will get me out of that, you know, scared of reading a horror. So the next one is called Hey YA. So this is all about young adult books, everything about young adult books. They talk just about YA books, just in a very general scope of things. And honestly I really enjoyed this one just because I think if you like young adult books you'll really enjoy this one. And both these two podcasts I've just talked about are by like a company called Book Riot. They have so many more podcasts that I haven't even had the time to get to yet, but I definitely will. Like they have like, I would say over 20, like maybe like just 20, maybe that's a bit extreme, maybe like 15 different podcasts, and they're all, I think I've listened to, out of the two I've listened to so far, they're good, and I'm sure the others are great as well. And yeah, so just honestly, if these don't appeal to you because maybe you don't like mysteries or thrillers, or you don't like young adult, definitely check Book Riot out because they have so many more, and I'm sure one of them will suit you as a person. And the next one is the Literary Cast. I think that's how you say it. I'm gonna like name it all down in the description so you guys can see, but this one is basically about young adult and children's literature, and it normally they talk about one book per like podcast ish, and they just talk about that. And the one episode I listened to is about this book called Raw Like a Dandelion. They just interviewed all the people that are like involved in the making of the book, which I found really interesting. I just found it nice. I like listening to authors or agents or people in general just tell their like story and their side of things. I think it's really interesting. I think it's nice to know the background behind a book. And the fourth one that I've also got really into is called Reading Envy. This is basically where they interview someone and they talk about 3 books that they like, and they just tell you why they like them and what's good about them. And I think this is a really good way to get book recommendations, because you're like, there's all these books, there's only 3 and you're gonna like hear about them and you're gonna be excited. I think it's a good way to get excited about books again. And I think it's nice sometimes to like read something that someone else recommended instead of going to a bookstore and like choosing a book based on the way it looks, or you just like kind of feel drawn to a certain book. This kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone if you try these recommendations, because I think sometimes we get like trapped in reading the same kind of book all the time, and it's nice to get out of that sometimes. And the last one is called Professional Book Nerds, and this one interestingly is actually by the team at Overdrive. If you know what Overdrive is, or you don't, it's basically a like an app, or overall just like a, I don't know what the word is, but it's like where you can read ebooks and you can listen to audiobooks, and it's really good. A lot of libraries use it, and I definitely use it because it's books I don't have to pay for. Like, of course I'm going to use it. And I really enjoy it, and it was nice to see that they have a podcast where they just talk about books, and I think that's amazing. And honestly, all of these are just so great because I think podcasts are a way of really just enhancing your reading experience, and also seeing what new books you could pick up, and also on top of that, seeing like what other people are enjoying and whether someone enjoyed the same book you did and all that. I think it's just really nice, and it's a fun way. And like, if I don't have an audiobook with me, I definitely pick up one of these podcasts because they're great. That's all I have to say about them. They're really good. Yeah, so I might do part 2 of this because there's so many more that I want to listen to that I just haven't got around to. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're going to start listening to podcasts or if you already do. And remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!